Theory of mind, mentalizing, is the ability to attribute mental states, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and desires to others and understand and predict their behavior based on their mental states. Early philosophers denied theory of mind to animals because it requires abstract thinking. But over the last few decades, theory of mind has been demonstrated in animals across the species, from primates and rodents to dogs and birds. Theory of mind occurs in animals for the same reasons it does in humans. Highly sociable animals live in complex, hierarchical social systems, and comprehending the mental states of others, such as their goals and intentions, is vital. The ability to understand the mental states of others and predict their behavior based on this understanding is important for every aspect of social life, from cooperation and communication to courtship and relationships. From choosing leaders and predicting the behavior of competitors to outsmarting predators, mind reading is essential for survival and success. Throughout the animal kingdom, animals are continually observing the behavior of others and predicting their next moves. In a new study, chimpanzees outplayed humans in their ability to predict the moves of their opponent. In competitive games such as this, like in chess or poker, the players learn to guess their opponent's moves based on the latter's past choices and adjust their own strategy at every step in order to win, based on memory of their previous moves. In the last few decades, we have discovered that great apes understand the goals, intentions, perceptions, and knowledge of others. Chimpanzees, bonobos, and orangutans are able to understand what others see and believe, anticipate that other individuals will act according to false beliefs, and appear to understand that individuals have different perceptions about the world, thus overturning the human-only paradigm of the theory of mind. Chimpanzees and bonobos are highly capable of tracking others' mental states. Chimpanzees are able to track what others perceive, know, and intend, and they readily do so to predict others' actions. Apes are able to anticipate others' actions based on their own experiences, suggesting they can model another's thoughts, much like we can. Studies have now proved that monkeys also know what others know, and this allows them to predict others' behavior. Anticipating others' choices during social interactions can result in better outcomes for both participants. Knowing what others know and being able to predict their actions is an important aspect of social life, which is why theory of mind has now been demonstrated across the species, from primates to birds. Birds who store their food in caches have to be aware of who is observing them, with the intention to steal their caches. Studies showed that jays are able to recognize the different knowledge states of particular observers. By representing the mental states of conspecifics, such as knowledge or the intention to pilfer, birds are able to employ strategies to reduce the chances that their caches will be pilfered. For birds, the ability to represent conspecifics as having particular mental states is useful for at least two reasons. It allows the representer to predict the behavior of conspecifics, and it allows the representer to act according to the mental states of conspecifics and their predicted behavior. Being able to do both of these things will increase a bird's chances for both survival and success. Understanding others as perceivers. theory of mind develops by first recognizing that others are aware and have perceptions, and develops into the understanding that their perceptions induce beliefs that will instruct their behavior. Like humans, young animals develop this understanding through social experience. First, young rhesus macaques appear to show some interest in the perception of other agents. Second, they seem able to make predictions based on the visual perspective of another agent. They predict that others will act based on what they believe, even if their beliefs are false. Researchers found Japanese macaques show theory of mind abilities in an anticipatory-looking variant of the false belief task. Understanding attention involves understanding that seeing can be directed selectively as attention, that the looker assesses the seen object as of interest, and that seeing can induce beliefs. Joint attention refers to when two people look at and attend to the same thing. Prompting others to engage in joint attention requires that they take into account another person's mental state and understand that the person notices an object or finds it of interest. The ability to read the intention of your social partner's attention by following a gaze or a point, and directing your social partner's attention by pointing or some other indication, is seen across the species. Animals guide the attention of others using gaze, body language, or pointing gestures. In 5 species of primates, individuals observed the reaction and followed the gaze of other individuals toward the object of interest. Primates will show others objects of interest, such as leaves or plants they find interesting, not for any outcome, but simply to share attention. Birds use gestures to attract others' attention to objects of interest. Birds who discovered objects of interest simultaneously engaged in alarm calls and beak pointing. We know from work with chickens that they use visual display to use proximal pointing with their beak to say, "This food item is at my feet, so come and get it." Dogs also direct the attention of others. Dogs pay attention to others' attention. In studies on play, dogs showed attention to and acted to manipulate the attention of other dogs. They are able to get the attention of humans and subsequently lead them to situations that require their attention. Dogs detect a human's attentional state from the direction of their gaze and expect what humans can see. This ability to recognize others' perspectives helped early humans and dogs cooperate in finding food. Dogs have solved several perspective-taking tasks instantly and reliably across a large number of variations, including geometrical gaze following, stealing in the dark, concealing information from others, and guesser, knower, differentiation. Animals identify knowers as individuals who have information. They are more likely to look to experienced or knowledgeable individuals for guidance, and they are continuously monitoring how other individuals are reacting to things to get information. This phenomenon is known as social referencing. Social referencing is the seeking of information from another individual to form one's own understanding and guide action. Social referencing refers to the process in which one person looks toward another to gain information about how to interpret an ambiguous situation or object by reading their response to it. Social referencing occurs across the species. Animals are constantly observing others and monitoring their mental emotional states to get information about the environment. By reading what others think or feel about something, they can determine whether something is a threat or not. Animals use social referencing in both natural and domestic environments and across species. Dogs, cats, and horses use social referencing and seek cues from humans to get information about novel objects and environments, and whether or not they are a threat. Individuals feel at ease when they recognize that others are at ease. This monitoring of others' mental and emotional states is a demonstration of theory of mind, and it occurs both within species and between species. Squirrels monitor the mental states of birds. When birds aren't giving alarm calls, they are making other calls, chatter, between themselves. Squirrels know that if birds are relaxed, they aren't concerned about predators, and so the squirrels can relax too. These findings suggest that squirrels eavesdrop on non-alarm auditory cues as indicators of safety and adjust their vigilance level in accordance with the vigilance level of other species that share the same predators. Monitoring others' perception and mental states is so important to animals in groups. They will position themselves so that they can easily see other members of the group. Researchers showed that in groups that contain 4 or more birds, individuals act differently and are more vigilant when they can't see each other, and prefer to position themselves in ways that enable them to monitor each other's behavior.